Alright, so if we were to write this mathematically, to show it, hands free guys, hands free. If we were to show this on our notes mathematically, how would you draw 3 cold cubes? Right here.
3 cubes with another 10.
Yeah, because 3, and then there's 3 of them, and then with C, because they stand for cold cubes, right? And, oh, because we're adding, we're going to put plus, and then what?
Equal.
1 hot cube.
1 hot cube.
And then
Okay. So here's our question. What will happen when we add a hot cube with cold cubes? Now, we know for every 1 and 1, they cancel each other out, right? So what if would it make more sense if I set it up vertically for you guys and show you in a second?
Yes.
If this is the hot cube and this is the cold cubes, you know for every 1 and 1, they kind of cancel each other out. Like if I go, it's like taking steps. If I go 1 step forward, but then also go 1 step back, I'm where I started, right? Okay. I'll say it again, Christian. If I go 1 step forward, and then I take 1 step backwards, I'm where I started, right?
Yep.
So that means that these guys are going to cancel each other out. That's a 0 pair. So what am I left with? 2 what?
Cold cubes.
So 2 cold cubes, and we know that cold are negative degrees, so what's our answer? Is it positive 2 or negative 2?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. So you have 6 cold, and we're going to add, because we got to heat this thing up. If I want to heat the stew up at all, I have to at least add how many?
7.
7. Why 7?
Cause 1 more. But you got 7 up there.
I got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, look, it's about 6 of them out there. Like when you get 6, 7, you see the 6. Knock the 6 of them out right there, then you want more than they.
Alright, Emmanuel, you're totally onto it. He's saying, if I'm making my stew hot, because stew is hot, right? And I already have 6 cold in there. I'm saying, how many do I at least have to add in there for it to be a little bit hot?
5.
Not 5, because it'll still be cold, right?
3.
I gotta at least cancel out what I have in there, right? And how many do I have in there?
6.
So I have to at least put in 7, because that's 1 extra hot cube, right? So let's say that we're gonna add in 8 hot cubes. 8 hot cubes. So draw that. I'm gonna represent it up here.
Hold on, you said draw it?
Draw it on your paper and build it. Draw it on your paper and build it. Keep them on your desk. Keep your cubes separate. Like have a stick of 6 cold and have a stick of 8 hot. Okay. Have a stick of 6 cold and have a stick of 8 hot.
Please stop.
It's too low. I think somebody is too slow.
No. Well.
Alright, so I'm going to build this myself. I've got 8 hot, 5. Alright, now, I want you to look at these. Put these in your hands next to each other and look at them for a second, okay? Put them in your hands and look at them for a second. So you have these built. It kind of looks like a bar graph, right? Alright, now, by looking at this, can you guys tell whether the stew is going to be hotter or colder?
Hotter.
Hotter because you see more hot, right? And you were saying it's going to be hotter by how many degrees?
2.
I want everybody to see what I do. Taja, look up for a second. Christian, watch me. Christian, watch me. You know that for every blue and hot, like hot and cold, they cancel each other out. So watch what I'm going to do. Watch this. Christian. If they cancel each other out, my overall net change, is I'm going to have it hotter by 2 degrees. Right? So, what's your answer down here? What are you going to put? Positive or negative 2?
Negative.
Raise your hand if you think it's going to be negative. Alright, it's not going to be negative. It's going to be positive because is it hot or cold?
Hot.
Remember, hotter is higher degrees, right? Increase. So, positive. 5 take away negative 2. We got 5 hot cubes, and what are we taking out of it? 2 cold cubes. Okay. Let's do this. Let's reenact this. Let's say we got one of you that's a new cook for the king, and the other one is like the manager who wants to be the new cook.
I want to be the manager.
New cook, come here. Manager.
Me.
I don't respond to me and stuff like that. Here, come here. Come here, seriously. This is your redeeming self. Like, if you can do this, I'll forgive you. craziness right there. Alright, so you're the man. Wait, you're the manager? Alright, so she's the new one, okay? So she's cooking. She's cooking. That's it. And let's say that you tell her, or she's like cooking and she thinks she needs to add in 5 hot cubes, okay? So here, I need 5 hot cubes. Go ahead and throw them in the cauldron as soon as you get them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, remember people, you agreed there's 5 hot cubes in there, right?
Yes.
5 hot cubes in there. Here, stir the pot. Alright, meanwhile, manager's over here, he's doing his thing. He's gonna come check on the new one, right? Because he knows the king is really strict about how hot and cold he wants his food. Alright, go over there, give him the spatula. Alright, you're gonna taste test this. How's it taste? How's it taste? It tastes nasty? What are you gonna tell her to do? Take away 2 Coke cubes. Okay, she's probably scratching her head right now. Hold up, no. You're scratching your head because he just told you to take away 2 Coke cubes. Alright, you go away. You're busy. You're busy. Go away. Now think about this. He said take away 2 Coke cubes. How are you going to take away 2 Coke cubes? You didn't even put any Coke cubes in there. What is he really wanting her to do? If he's saying take away 2 Coke cubes, he's saying that the temperature right now is too what?
Hot.
No. He's saying it's too cold. Take away the Coke cubes. He wants it warmer, right? So what are you going to do instead of taking away 2 Coke cubes? Well, you know he said takes 2 Coke cubes out.
Add 2 hot cubes.
There you go.
But
Make
it's
sense?
a hot cube though. I don't know.
Okay. Alright, look right here. If he came over here and he's tasting this only has hot cubes in it, right?
Yep.
And he tastes it and he goes, wait a minute, this is too cold. He goes, take 2 of those cold cubes out, and he walks away. She can't take 2 cold cubes out. There's no cold cubes in there.
So she's gonna add 2
She's
hot
gonna add 2 hot cubes, and it'll be the same effect as taking 2 cold cubes out. Capiche? Does that make a little bit more sense?
So the answer will be +7.
Alright.